Hello and welcome to Alma, Missouri. We're into April now. We did do a little bit of extra work after we finished off the last episode in March. I'll just show you what we did. We did a contract, I'll show and tell you. We did a contract. We took on a big fertilizing contract, and it paid 49,000, but we spent 19,000 on fertilizer, overbought fertilizer a little bit. So we've got a bit of fertilizer in store now, which is not too bad, but yeah, so that brought in a nice little bit of income. I'll just take you down to the store here and just show you the fertilizer that we first of all we brought in the cotton bales. That's starting to stack up quite nicely now. 2, 4, 6, 7. Right, and this is so we got 2,000, 3,600, just over 4,000. So we basically bought two pallets too many, but we can put them into storage as we'll use them. We'll look at the summertime, and because it's liquid fertilizer, the way we're working at the moment, we're planting and fertilizing at the same time with solid fertilizer, so that may not be utilized for ourselves, but we'll do some contracts to use it up so we can make that money back. Then I bought, because it was a really big field. It was field, I'll just show it to you quickly. It was field 34. So it was this huge field here. An odd shape as well. So it took quite a while to do it. I did it mostly myself. I did put a work on just for a little while. Cost about $200, but yeah. So we got that done. But what we did do is we bought the front tank for the Kubota system. Here it is here. 4,500, plus we extended the capacity to 5,000 litres, I think. Well, in total we got 12,000 litres between the two, which is a nice bit of capacity, and 28 meter width is pretty good. We did finish off feeding the cattle, so they should there was enough food in there. It's probably going to have to feed again. Let's go and just check up and see what their feed situation looks like. Wow, we've got 3 full pallets of cotton, so we'll need to move those. Might move those quickly before we start on the daily. Well, what I want to do, I have a job to do today that I wanted to show you. Right, so we're going to have to get the milk out, 35,000, so we should be able to move that easily. Their food is down 19, I think at 90 on, so they're eating a lot for 30 cattle, but yeah, it's not too bad. We did also empty the slurry out. It was 80,000 odd litres that we took to the biogas plant. Price wasn't very good. We were getting about £1,000 a load. I think we took 5 loads out, so yeah, not great. So I think we'll have to start feeding first if they've only got that amount of food in them. Need to get that done before we do anything else. So we will get that done. Let's just go through and show you the rest of it. Have a quick squiz at the fields, and then I'll go offline and do the feeding, and then come back to you once that's done. Still a bit of snow on the. Was that? I don't think it's snow. I think it was lime. I think I limed late on this one. So that's still growing. It's still growing. Let's go and have a look and look at how our wheat is doing. So this field here, 122 out of 125, so yeah, not full yield, but not far off. Strangely enough, on the clay it's 100%. On the loam it's 2% off. How that works is a mystery. It might just have been $86. Yeah. Oh, that's the. You see a loam soil. It's 2% off. I don't understand that. When we did it exactly the same. So it must be something's not reading properly on the in the precision farming. I don't know. The whole field was done exactly the same. Let's just have a look down here. We can have a look at both of the fields from here. So here's silty clay. Yeah, perfect. This field is probably 81 out of 89. 89. It might be a little bit. Might be areas where bits and pieces were missing. So that's. Yeah, but it's good enough. It's good enough for me. Right, so everything is still growing there. When is the harvest season? Let's have a quick look. Wheat. We harvest from July. So I can't remember exactly when it's bought. So July, August and September. The one field will be about a month after the other one, so that's not going to create too much of a problem. I just wanted to have a look at this, at the wraparound field quickly. I don't know whether we're going to have enough money to buy it. Barley, I mean, the yield's right down, but yet will give a lot of income. So barley can be. Let's have a look and see how much that costs. Field 10. $633. Yeah, we can do it. We have to take our loan to the limit, but we can do it. And we'll get quite a bit of money back on from the barley. In fact, I think we'll get a lot of money back from the barley, the size of that field. There's nothing we can do. It doesn't look like there's anything we can do to increase the yield. So the other thing I wanted to have a look and just see when that. So we need to buy that either this month or next month. And we need to buy that in May, yeah. Because we'll need to harvest it in June. So we'll buy that next month. Try and get some more money together now. Try and limit our spending this month. Right, I'm going to go and feed the cows. Once I've done that, I'll come back to you. Right, you're back with me. I've just finished feeding the cows. We've put about just under 130,000 litres in, so that should see them for another day. I could, I suppose, have put more in for 2 days or so, but I don't like to overfill, just because it wouldn't be done that way in real life, because with the system of feeding that you have in there, there'd be a lot of wastage. Because strangely enough, the cattle do search through the food for the tastier bits. That's why if you look on a dairy farm that has that type of feeding outside the grill type system, that they're always pushing it back up, because the cows have kind of spread it out a bit, looking for the little tasty tidbits that are in there. In any case, we just filled up with milk. I'm just going to pop this down to the dairy. I'll see you down there, and we can see how much butter was made from when we activated it yesterday, or in the last episode, should I say. See you down there. Right, you're back with me. We're just about at the dairy. So what we'll do is we'll go and... No, why do you want to take such a wide berth to get in there? You don't need to. Talking to myself again, of course. Oh, just look at all that butter. My goodness. Look at that. Wow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll have to bring down tomatoes so that we can clear that. Wow. I didn't expect the production to be that big. What are we looking like for milk? Where are we now? Dairy. We've still got 49,000 litres of milk in there. So we'll put the back trailer in again. Another 16,000 litres. Yeah, and the pizza place. Yes, we're full up on ketchup. Ketchup we are storing. We've got 3,000 litres in storage there to be sold. Oh, the money's starting to roll in now. The butter. It doesn't show how much we've got in storage, but we know we've got 7,000 litres there. 8,000. Wow. That is pleasantly surprising. Let's just see where we get the best price. We've been neglecting the bakery. It might be able to have, we might be a better price at the bakery for the first 7,000 litres or so. Oh, we're emptying the truck. As per usual, I forgot to check to see on what the selection was in the top not a problem. So we've still got 13,000 litres that we can sell. Let's go and have a look and see what the pricing is like for milk. Bakery 126, diner 125. Yeah, so we'll go down to we'll go and put this into the bakery first, and we'll just put the rest into the diner. Yeah, so when we get back to the farm now, we'll go and pick up the trailer, the autoload trailer, and we'll bring the tomatoes. I think we've got another 12 pallets of tomatoes to come in, so 6,000 litres of tomato. We'll bring that down to the ketchup factory, and then we will pick up the surplus ketchup, come and sell that down here at the diner. I think it's the only place that's buying it at the moment, besides the pizzeria, and the pizzeria is full now, and we're not far off being full on the cheese side as well, so we'll be able to start making money out of cheese as well while we wait for the wheat harvest to come in. Still a couple of months there, so this should all go into helping buy that big field. So we'll get this back to the farm and we'll catch you back when we're up there. All very exciting now. Alright, back at the farm now. Just going to drop the milk tank off. So we're just going to pick up the autoload trailer. We'll pick up those tomatoes. We'll get them down to the ketchup factory, and then we'll go and clear the product down in the town. That's all very exciting, isn't it? Just enable the autoload. Yeah, so it looks like we're going to have to be taking tomatoes down. Well, we don't have to, but it becomes more efficient to take tomatoes down every day then. Even though it's a half load, as long as we've got work to do down in town with the trailer. So it won't be a full load of butter, but it'll be enough. There we go. That's that all loaded up. We need to put a little bit of a road in there to get out there. It looks like that's the optimal space to get out after we finish loading. We'll see you back down in town. Right, we're just about at the ketchup factory. No cars try to take us out there. Get this offloaded. So I need to have a look and see. I was expecting to see some alright, so we need to change that to, so it does store it, but it doesn't actually put it out. It just keeps it in stock. Don't particularly want to hold it in stock there for now. So storing. There we go. Here it all comes. Really do wish those things were on pallets though. So that's a little trick I learned the last time. Auto load them and put the straps on. You can auto load the rest now. Not auto load the rest, we can just load up the rest. Just saves a bit of time, not much but a little bit. So we'll take the money until we start producing pizzas, and then we'll have to reevaluate how quickly we use the tomato sauce or the ketchup, and how quickly we need to, or how much we need to keep in store before we can start selling. There's only 2 more to load now, and we'll get it down to the diner. We'll just check to make sure there's nowhere else, but I'm pretty sure that I remember that it was just the diner. There's any other place you can sell it besides the pizzeria. Let's have a quick look. And ketchup is near the bottom because it's a new product, isn't it? There it is. Yeah, the diner paying goodish money. $3.5 is the top amount. I'm not worried about that at this point in time. Right, let's go strap that all in. And then we'll go and have a look and see what we can do with the butter. Whoa, took that a bit too fast. Right, 13,000, not to be scoffed at. Okay, let's get down to the dairy and go and pick up the butter that we have there. Right, that's 9,000 litres. Let's have a look and see where we can sell that. Butter, I think, should be further up at the top. There it is there. The bakery 163, diner 1642, popcorn factory 1678. So we haven't seen the we haven't done popcorn yet. We haven't seen that factory, so we'll go in there. Let's just tag that. I think it's just across the road somewhere. Just up the road. Of course, it's the other side of the ketchup factory in the same building, basically. Excellent. Oops, it must be full. Right, where was the next one then? Next one was the diner. So that took 7,000 litres. It looks like 7,000 litres is the standard capacity, since the bakery takes 17,000 litres of milk. But we'll get the rest of this into the diner. Yeah, so that's nice bit of income coming in. Starting to make a bit of money. And we'll get back to the farm and we'll see you there. Okay, so we're back at the farm now. And we will offload this trailer. And then we'll go and pick up the plough, because I'm going to make a new field. It's going to be a grass field. And I'll show you where it's going to be. It's not going to be a huge field, but it will up the yield of the grass of that little area. And I think it's wasted not being utilized to its capacity. We probably have to lime it and all that type of stuff as well. Right, there we go. And the place I'm talking about is just around here. There's little undulations and it's a bit of steepness and that type of thing, but yeah, we've proved we can cut it, so let's try and get that planted up with a decent bit of grass. I mean, we can still cut the verges of that as well. Alright, there we go. Gonna have to come pick up the stones, of course. This definitely won't produce anywhere near enough lime to lime this whole field. There's a bit of a steep bank here. We'll have to just try and keep to the bottom of that bank. Yeah, that's about right. I'm not going to worry too much about trying to create any space for headlands and that type of stuff, because it's a really small field, and the way we've mowed it in the past is just get as close to the edges as we can. It hasn't really mattered because there was no field, so we had to do it physically ourselves. So I think whenever we cut this, we will have to cut it ourselves rather than try and put it onto a worker to start with. There we go. I think we leased the stone picker the last time, didn't we? I have to start looking to buy one. I'm not going to do it now until I've got that other field. I'll probably lease it for this field, just to get it done. But I think once we've bought the big bottom field, although we won't be ploughing every time, we'll only be ploughing after when it's required, just to keep in line with the precision farming and the environmental score. Yeah, as you can see, it's not a big field, but it's been easy working it. So I think it was a good decision to put this to grass. Let's try and get a bit of grass yield here. This field will go a long way to feeding our sheep, really. Seems we're probably going to be losing quite a bit on the verges between the fields when I reconstruct those fields after we've bought the big bottom field. So we might have to create a grass field out of that as well. So the alfalfa hay has kind of held up for 30 cows, but we should be getting a bit of a growth spurt in fairly soon. I think in about 3 or 4 months time we'll get some babies. Take a while before they start producing as they grow up, but by then hopefully we will have another field of either maybe clover. We'll do some clover, so we'll have a grass field, another grass field and another clover field. So we have clover, alfalfa and 2 grass fields. That should hopefully keep our animals fed. This field was never going to be an optimal field for creating a worker-friendly field, but I think on coarse play it'll work okay. The edges are fairly rounded, so I think it'll get around quite easily. We'll test it out somewhere along the line. More worried about the slopes. It shouldn't be a problem either. Doesn't feel like the tractor is slipping down, so I don't think the mower is in that shit. Didn't experience that when we were cutting the meadow grass that was here. So we'll have to pay to get this field analysed now as well. I'm not particularly stressed what type of soil it is, because it's grass. It is what it is. Alright, that's our field just about done. Yep, that's it done. put this down in the sort of cleaning area, and we'll clean them up after, at the end of the day. Washing waiting room. Oh dear. Right, let's go. Lisa, let me just make sure that we don't actually own one before going leasing one. Nope, can't see one. So, trailers, stone pickers. I wonder if we shouldn't just use one of the smaller ones. I think so, just to keep the cost down of that. Yeah, we'll use this little one. I don't think it's going to take much more than one of those to collect all the rocks on that field. Still costing 1,200. Right, let's get that sorted. The main thing is the thing is very narrow. It's not so much the but I think what we'll do is we'll test the course play on this. See how it does. Where am I going now? Come on. Here we go. Right, create the job. Course play. And Y. I'll get it to do 3 headlands. Not 4, 3. Generate. And yeah, it looks like it's going to be able to do it quite easily. It's not complaining yet. Let's have a look. Yep, it got stuck. Oh dear. So much for me saying, well, we won't worry about creating any area, runoff area. It's not a real problem, as I said, it's not a big field. So we'll do this and we'll get it completed, and once it's done we'll get back to you. Well, as we're finishing off this field, that's where I'm going to end this episode. We'll finish this field off, the planting, etc., rolling, etc., and show it to you in the next episode. Thank you so much for watching, and cheerio.